I suggest you use these animals at least to celebrate.
Fantastic.
This is to abstract the heart. When you hear a doctor using a terminology called the chest, so that you're able to revive the heart. Then we have the ventilator. Can I check your temperature, Mr. President? It's within normal range.
Dr. Robert Maweu Mutula.
Well done.
That is the Chancellor of the Order of St. John. He's going. And now he's getting his mantle bestowed on him. Dr. Manoj Shah, Dr. Stephen June Wanjiru Kinudia.
Congratulations.
Your Excellency, once again, I extend to you a very, very warm and cordial welcome to this event. We are particularly grateful that you are able to spare time and come and witness this installation of those of our members who have rendered exemplary service to St. John during the last 1 or 2 years. Thank you, sir. St. John, Kenya was first introduced in 1923 by a gentleman called R.C.A. Cavendish, who was then Commissioner of the Kenya Police. He doubled up as the first Commissioner of St. John Association of Kenya. It was in 1928 that the Kenyan established was formally recognized as an association, then called District of the Order of St. John. His Excellency Mzee Jomo Kenyatta became the first Kenyan chief patron of St. John ambulance in Kenya. In 1965, President Kenyatta invested Sir Charles Markham as the first commander brother, a rank which was very high in the organization at the time. We earlier on discussed with our current president and invited him to accept the honor that has been bestowed on him already by the Queen, and we shall be having that ceremony in the course of the next few months. So we thank you, sir. Today, St. John Kenya continues to expand its programs to keep up with the changing demands in the communities. The Priory supports and runs a number of community projects across the country while raising awareness on the need to empower people to look after their health and make first aid part of the everyday life. Your Excellency the President, I should probably just mention that there are only two priories on the continent of Africa. One is in South Africa, and the other one is here. All the other priories of the order are to be found in various countries overseas, so that we should all feel very, very proud that Kenya is the leader in this order on the continent of Africa. You may have noted the President and I and others having a look at the ambulance outside. Now, the reason we were doing that is because that ambulance and another one, those were personal donations of His Excellency the President. That was the time we had the annual parade at State House, and out of the blue, the President just said, I give you 10 million shillings because you are doing a good job. And the Governing Council then decided to invest that money in the purchase of those two first-class ambulances. We bought them from Dubai. So we thank you again, Your Excellency.
On behalf of the Ministry of Health, Your Excellency, allow me to first congratulate all those who have been awarded today and recognized as volunteers in the fight against all ills in humanity. I thank you on behalf of the Ministry of Health, who work very, very closely with the Order of St. John, and we will continue to work very closely with the Order of St. John. Your Excellency, we consider the Order of St. John as a partner in the healthcare system of our nation. And the spirit of volunteerism that has permeated from St. John has now taken root in the Ministry of Health through community health volunteers and other workers who we appreciate and recognize. As we congratulate those who are awarded today, we also want to say thank you to those out there whose names are not here, but whose work has helped and saved lives of many Kenyans.
Today's investiture ceremony is a long-standing tradition celebrating the Order's cardinal beatitudes that have inspired and guided all members for many, many generations. Let me also today acknowledge the growing collaboration between the Ministry of Health and St. John Ambulance Services in the management of ambulance fleets and strengthening our resilience in emergency and disaster preparedness, mitigation and response, and also in capacity building in our country. And in order to fortify the growing partnership between the state and St. John, I today hereby direct, firstly, that the Ministry of Health establishes a framework of cooperation to co-opt 26,000 volunteers from the St. John Priory to strengthen our primary health care and emergency preparedness and response interventions all the way to community level. Secondly, that the Ministry of Health facilitates the establishment of a national trauma center and provides support towards the equipping of the highway trauma centers to further strengthen collaboration with St. John's Ambulance. Thirdly, under a program with the Ministry of Transport, we shall collaborate with St. John to train at least 200,000 border riders on first aid and structured approach to major medical incidents to boost first responder capacity in our country. And lastly, that the Ministry of Health shall jointly with our National Treasury and the Attorney General's Office formulate amendments to the St. John Ambulance of Kenya Act, Cap 258 of the laws of Kenya, to deepen the partnership between the state and St. John by providing a framework for exchequer support to the association. So, ladies and gentlemen, I once again congratulate the 31 postulants for their highly significant admittance into this most noble order, and I wish all of you the very best in your future endeavors. May the sacrifices that each and every one of you make every day for your fellow mankind be an inspiration to many more to live by the values that underpin the Order's commitment to service on this most historic occasion of the admission of 31 postulants into this truly remarkable order. Permit me at the very onset to thank all the members of the St. John Kenya fraternity for their service, their sacrifice, and for making the lives of Kenyans immensely better. This feat has been realized through exemplary work that straddles various volunteer services, including ambulance services, highway emergency response, first aid and safety training, maternal health care and advocacy, amongst others. In addition to directly and positively impacting the lives of millions of Kenyans through your service, St. John has also inculcated in the hearts of millions of our youth the value of volunteerism and service to others. So many men and women in every area of life have been led by the light of your duty and devotion, and we thank each and every one of you for your exemplary service. Indeed, in the words of Mother Teresa, We can do no great things, only small things with great love. So to you all who have received the various honors today, a grateful nation thanks you. And indeed, on behalf of the government and the people of Kenya, we acknowledge and appreciate Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, the sovereign head of the Order of St. John, for recognizing these 31 members of St. John, Kenya, as published in the London Gazette of 20th January 2022, for their distinguished and outstanding contribution to the life-saving mission of the Order of St. John. Hongera sana. Hongera.
How is your year 2022 coming along? Are you probably stuck on how to start off your home ownership journey? Kwamua maono yako na Optiven. Get a piece of land at the Great Oasis Gardens Nanyuki and establish your dream home, a holiday home, an entertainment park, home for sale or for rental, or even build a high-end private school. The Great Oasis Gardens Nanyuki is perfectly situated next to the equator, right opposite Mount Kenya Holiday Homes, and is only 11 minutes from the Cedar Mall Nanyuki. Get your quarter acre, half acre, 1 acre, 5 acres and beyond. Deposit or place an installment of 590k on any of Optiven's projects and get an instant 15k cashback. Call us on 0790 300 300. Kwamua maono yako na Optiven.